Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: Rapidus confident Japan can close 20-year gap with global chip leaders. Yes, the annual Climate COP Festival is a serious business. Big investors spur consolidation, growth in EV charging sector. Indonesia relaxes tax rules on EV imports to attract investment. Tesla shows off Optimus Gen 2 robot with improved hands, slimmer figure. Rapidus confident Japan can close 20-year gap with global chip leaders. Nikkei Asia. Rapidus, a government-backed chip maker in Japan, believes that the country can catch up with global chip makers such as TSMC and Intel in the race to produce ultra-advanced chips. The company's chairman, Tetsuro Higashi, said that rapid shifts in chip-making technology will help Japan succeed, and that the emerging architecture for chip transistors will unlock further chip-making advances. Higashi also mentioned that the chip market is moving towards focusing on products with specific capabilities rather than general-use chips, which could provide opportunities for newcomers like Rapidus. However, he acknowledged that the Japanese semiconductor industry is currently around 20 years behind other industry hubs. Yes, the annual Climate COP Festival is a serious business. Bloomberg. The United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28, in Dubai attracted 97,000 registered attendees and showcased the scale of the climate crisis. The city's infrastructure, powered by fossil fuels, demonstrated the challenge of transitioning away from a reliance on oil. The conference was described as a glitzy trade show, but also demonstrated a global commitment to climate action. Side pledges and announcements on new partnerships and funding were made, with $83 billion of commitments announced during the summit. The author concludes that while it is too early to reach a conclusion on the effectiveness of COP28, the flow of money, power and status towards climate action is a positive sign. Big investors spur consolidation, growth in EV charging sector. Reuters. Big energy companies, hardware companies, and other charging companies are investing in the global EV charging industry. Companies such as Shell, BP, ABB, and Volkswagen have invested in EV charging startups, while large asset managers like BlackRock also have stakes in charging companies. The sector is experiencing consolidation, with at least 85 companies being acquired since 2017. Indonesia relaxes tax rules on EV imports to attract investment. Reuters. Indonesia has introduced tax incentives for automakers looking to build electric vehicle (EV) plants in the country. The incentives, which will be in effect until 2025, remove import duties and luxury goods sales tax on completely built-up EVs brought into the country. The new regulations also delay deadlines for local content requirements. The move is part of Indonesia's efforts to attract investment and develop its EV industry, with a target of producing 600,000 EVs by 2030. Tesla shows off Optimus Gen 2 robot with improved hands, slimmer figure. Bloomberg. Tesla has released a video showcasing the improvements it has made to its humanoid robot prototype, named the Optimus Bot. The video demonstrates the robot's ability to delicately handle an egg with tactile sensing on its fingers. Tesla claims to have reduced the weight of the robot by 22 pounds and highlights its potential to replace humans in performing unsafe or tedious tasks. The Optimus Bot is part of Tesla's foray into artificial intelligence and utilizes a trained neural network to carry out basic tasks. China's ailing clean energy industry eyes remedy in Saudi Arabia. Bloomberg. China's clean energy companies are looking to Saudi Arabia to globalize their manufacturing bases as firms come under unprecedented margin pressure at home and trade tensions worsen with the US and its allies. The Middle Eastern kingdom offers benefits including low-cost electricity, good relations with a wide variety of countries and a location central to Europe, Asia and Africa. Chinese companies are increasingly finding themselves beset by tariffs and other trade barriers as rivals try to protect their domestic industries and copy their success. New York plans a $10 billion chip research center with IBM, Micron and others. CNN. New York State is to invest $1 billion in a high-NA extreme ultraviolet (EUV) lithography research and development center, alongside IBM, Micron and Applied Materials. The center, to be built at the Albany Nanotech Complex, will create at least 700 new jobs and could generate an estimated $9 billion in private spending. It will be overseen by New York Creates, a nonprofit set up to develop New York State as a semiconductor research and manufacturing hub. The investment is part of a federal bid to boost U.S. chip manufacturing and production. Japan's Nikkei ends higher as chip shares track Wall Street gains. Yahoo! Japan's Nikkei share average rose for a third straight session on Wednesday, as Advantest and other chip-related stocks tracked overnight Wall Street gains. The Nikkei rose 0.25% to close at 32,926.35, while the broader topics inched up 0.07% at 2,354.92. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite observer from the 6 Degrees World, Dr. Six, here to bring you the latest news from around the globe. Today, we've got an exciting mix of topics, from Japan's ambitions in the chip-making industry to the latest developments in the clean energy and electric vehicle sectors. And let's not forget about Tesla's humanoid robot and a major chip research center being built in New York. So, let's dive in. First up, we have Rapidus, a government-backed chip maker in Japan, who believes that Japan can catch up to global chip leaders like TSMC and Intel. Chairman Tetsuro Higashi is confident that Japan's advancements in chip-making technology, coupled with the emerging architecture for chip transistors, will help bridge the gap. And with the shift towards more specialized chips, there's an opportunity for newcomers like Rapidus to make their mark. However, it's worth noting that Japan is still around 20 years behind other industry leaders. So, they've got some catching up to do. Moving on to the United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28, in Dubai, we witnessed a massive gathering of attendees and a global commitment to climate action. While the conference had its fair share of glitz and glamour, it also showcased the scale of the climate crisis. With $83 billion in commitments announced during the summit, it's clear that money, power, and status are flowing towards climate action. It's too early to say how effective COP28 will be, but this positive momentum is definitely a step in the right direction. Now, let's talk electric vehicles and the charging infrastructure. Big investors, including energy companies like Shell and BP, as well as hardware companies like ABB and Volkswagen, are pouring their money into the growing EV charging sector. This has led to consolidation, with over 85 companies being acquired since 2017. The race to build a robust charging network is well and truly on, and it's exciting to see the industry evolving at such a rapid pace. In Indonesia, the government is making moves to attract investment and develop its EV industry. By introducing tax incentives for automakers looking to build EV plants in the country, Indonesia hopes to produce 600,000 EVs by 2030. The incentives include the removal of import duties and luxury goods sales tax on completely built-up EVs brought into the country. This is a smart move to position Indonesia as a major player in the global EV market. Now, let's shift our focus to Tesla and their Optimus bot. Tesla has released a video showcasing the improvements they've made to their humanoid robot prototype. The Optimus bot now has improved hands and a slimmer figure, making it even more capable of performing delicate tasks. Tesla envisions the robot replacing humans in unsafe or tedious jobs. While it's still early days, it's fascinating to see how Tesla's foray into artificial intelligence is shaping up. Lastly, New York State is investing $1 billion in a chip research center, in collaboration with industry giants IBM, Micron, and Applied Materials. This center aims to boost U.S. chip manufacturing and production, creating jobs and stimulating private spending. It's a significant step towards establishing New York as a semiconductor research and manufacturing hub. With the global chip shortage still causing headaches, this investment couldn't come at a better time. And that's a wrap for today's news highlights. I hope you enjoyed this whirlwind tour of the latest developments. Now, it's your turn. What are your thoughts on Japan's chip-making ambitions, the progress in the clean energy and EV sectors, Tesla's humanoid robot, and New York's chip research center? I'm all ears, so let's hear what you have to say. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.